It's now been over a month since flat earthers and globe earthers went down to Antarctica to witness the 24-hour sun. And the flurfs are still in survival mode. Countless videos have been made and the excuses are piling up. Welcome to your fortnightly edition of the Final Experiment Fallout Review. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, on with today's Final Experiment Fallout Review video. Now we're going to start with Jeran, but before that I want to touch on something else. I wanted to show you what Pastor Dean Odle said regarding the final experiment. Have a look at this clip.
Satan has a lot invested in this. You don't think he would go, okay boys, y'all head on down there to Antarctica. I'll be there on this day. I'll clear the weather up for you. And I'll be the angelic light in the sky. Because see, I'm going to tell you right now, I've always said there could be sunlight there, but not the sun.
Yes, Dean Odle thinks that Satan colluded with Will Duffy and the flurfers and globe earthers who went down to Antarctica. And that he was the sun that people saw for 24 hours. Quite incredible, right? One of the more funnier excuses I've seen so far. Dear oh dear. Right, back to Jeran. You may remember last time that Jeran decided to call time on being a flat earther. And he did eventually confirm that during one of his live streams. But what were the other flat earthers thinking when it came to Jeran? Well, Trevor Long on Twitter said this. I predicted Jeran was going to be one of the shills that was going when I first heard of the final experiment. If it was just Jeran that went instead of Whitsitt 2, would anyone believe any of the final experiment? I knew they were coming for Antarctica a long time ago. So is Trevor saying then, but because Whitsitt went, he believes everything that happened? If that's the case, why not believe Jeran? And the flurfs didn't stop there. Let's look at some of the comments from Jeran's live stream. The Grievance Gordy Show 9882 said, Union Glacier is not Antarctica. Well, it is. Here's a map of Antarctica showing Union Glacier on it. That's definitely Antarctica, I would say. Silly comment, really. Path Lawn Care 744 says, you go ahead and run an anti-truth campaign. Dude, I'm officially unsubscribed after 9 years. You've lost it, bro. You should have never made this video. Another flurf devastated that Jeran has left the community. The toxicity is palpable, isn't it? Russ38 says, I didn't say a word against you until you started calling all flat earthers stupid. I've been a subscriber for many years. Unfortunately, I don't follow imposters and shills. Goodbye. You've earned unsub. So Jeran apparently has gone full Uno reverse and started calling flat earthers stupid. How times have changed. PLS4SC777 says, the hypocrisy of Jeran is beyond belief. I remember him once debating on FE model and all debates saying he doesn't have a model. Now suddenly not having a model is worse than having a BS Globe one. So many things he said in this video contradicts all his previous statements, and I don't mean that he changed his mind on certain stuff. Well, you see, once Jeran went down to Antarctica and saw the 24-hour sun, it probably gave him a different perspective. It destroys the most popular flat earth model. You cannot make it work on a flat earth. And I think Jeran knew this, which is why he's left the community. I am Jules27 says, you throw out all the other evidence and say we won't get work and have friends as a flat earther. Truly pathetic. Yes, it seems Jeran really has lost it with the flat earth community. Perhaps he's trying to help you all. I don't know. And Mr. Chesick Music says, yawn, how long are you going to milk this one for now then? Do you think you can get a year out of it before the final experiment too? Mr. Chesick back having his say, it seems. Clearly the 24-hour sun was not enough for him to change his mind. And I did actually say that this would be one of the things that would happen. People would start calling Jeran a shill, and that it wasn't a real flat earther in the first place and stuff like that. Well, Jeran finally had enough of this vitriol and he posted quite a long post on Facebook. Have a look at this. I guess the messages and hate won't stop, so let me make it clear so I can stop responding with the same thing to the people that keep sending me messages. Try to follow along and I'll make it short. First, I've taken no money, no deals, signed nothing or agreed to nothing, and the following is based purely on my own actions, observations and experience. Please just listen. The very simple and easy to understand fact is this. I saw the sun in Antarctica. It was the sun and not the devil in a ball like Dean Odle says. It spins above your head. It was as high as 35 degrees and low of 15 degrees. If I wanted, I could have walked to the South Pole with no compass and no GPS. I'd know when I was there when the sun was at the same height all day. The sun would be moving right to left and at the pole would be above the horizon 6 months. The same happens in the north, but the sun goes left to right and it happens 6 months later. As of now, and in my opinion for the future, no flat earth map can explain that. I don't want to believe it either, but the world appears to be a ball. Nothing else explains it, but I'm open and hopeful someone can figure it out. It is simply my opinion that these are not the kind of people that will figure it out, because I have watched them lie to you and you all believe it. I've watched them butcher their investigations into my very real trip. With conviction and no apprehension at all, they've called it a fake studio event. You've already convinced yourselves that you are right, so anyone that comes along saying Joe Blow explained it, you just agree that he did, and anyone like me, you just call names and gang attack. The only thing I'm hearing is, why do we see too far? Water lies flat. You're a globetard now, ha ha. But what about the laser test? I can't seem to make it very clear. The flat earth has no answer at all for the sun I saw, nor a way to describe why the South Pole exists. You can reply here, but I doubt I'll be checking. The messages I received this morning are more evidence of a deep-seated hate and confusion inside the minds of flat earthers. I'm not your enemy. To call me names and tell me I'm stupid or I'm a sellout is evidence of exactly what I'm saying. I don't think you want the truth. You want me to tell you you're right. You don't even care if I tell lies, just as long as I tell you that your beliefs are right. I'm not sure what else to say. I'm the one being honest and the one being attacked for doing so. Not a good look at all. Lastly, why care about my beliefs? I don't care about yours. I don't ask you for yours or DM you demanding to know your position, because I build my beliefs based on reality and the current evidence. My evidence basket has changed. If yours hasn't, remain a flat earther, I don't care. But to attack me simply shows what I have said. It appears more like a cult than an open-minded group of truthers. Just facts. If you need to hate me, have fun, I'm a big boy, I can take it. Well, well, well. Jeran understanding now exactly what flat earth is. Ranty said it when he left, and STST said it when he left too. The flat earth community acts like a cult, and when you leave and say things that they don't like, you're attacked. I just want to say well done, Jeran, for remaining strong and resolute and honest. The open invitation to come on this channel remains that. Open. Please do get in touch. Now, moving on to Level Earth Observer and his multiple gate issues, he has since moved on to Stitchgate. Basically, someone found what they think is the edge of an LED screen in the 24-hour sun footage. It's not that, of course, because that footage was shot with a 3D camera which stitches two 180-degree cameras together. The desperation is real, isn't it, guys? So to finish this week, let's look at some of the other posts on Twitter and Facebook regarding the final experiment. Brett Flat Earth Bible Jesus. My own version of the final experiment would be to prepare teams of thousands of biblical flat earthers on boats with climbing equipment to just rush Antarctica to the firmament dome. Lol, they can't stop thousands of us all at once like on the Truman Show, and one of us will make it. Please do not try that. You won't be equipped for the harsh conditions, and some of you might not make it back. Amazing to me that some people gamble with their lives to try and prove that they're correct. Mojo. Ha! One Alabama pastor even preached a sermon titled The Final Experiment Debunked and suggested Satan accompanied Duffy to Antarctica, then created a fireball in the sky to light up the night. Indeed, as we've already seen with Pastor Dean Odle. I feel like just saying Satan is a bit of a cop-out, really. Dean Odle thinks it's just an easy way out of a tricky situation. Daniel Stapleton. At the peril of losing more friends over my position, who at first believed the final experiment was legitimate but no longer does. Oh dear, it seems like some of the Flurf trolls are actually getting to some people. This is of course another problem. The Flurfs are fighting so hard that many people on the fence are going to believe them. Brett Flat Earth Bible Jesus again. Flat Earth Dave admits his former friend Tyler, fittest flat earther, and all the biblical flat earthers were right last month that it was faked, and admit Wits It Gets It, Jeranism are paid shill liars. The Dustin Nemos, I'm sure we'll have a field day with this after Dave moderated that debate. Ah yes, David Weiss has finally had his say on the final experiment with Marty Leeds. You'll all be pleased to hear that we'll be looking at that on Friday. So for now, we're all done and dusted for another final experiment Fallout review. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, but for now, thank you so much for watching. It truly is appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Hitting the thumbs up button too would be very much appreciated. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great couple of days, and I'll see you on Friday for that David Weiss and Marty Leeds final experiment video. See you then.